I'm going to talk about why your business feels messy right now and how to fix it. I'm Dani Louise Smith. I'm a business consultant and I help service-based businesses to be productive, implement income producing activities whilst life is unpredictable. Because I get it, you want to make some money, but life might be unpredictable if you have care and responsibilities, you're neurodivergent, or you have sent children. Just like I do, I completely get it, and it's not impossible to figure things out so that you can succeed in business. I want to start with the actual problem and what's happening. I'm going to call it out for you right now. The thing that people are currently doing wrong and they're wasting their time with and they're keeping stuck and overwhelmed is that they're actually being busy. And that being busy, it doesn't equal productivity. So there is a difference, and this is where you need to differentiate. This might mean that you actually post more content and it doesn't equal to making sales. That's focusing so much on marketing when we should be focused on a mix of marketing and sales, and the sales actions that are going to bring the income in, which is why I focus on income producing activities in a way that's sustainable. So basically, the more effort you put in, it doesn't mean that you're going to get more income. What we actually need to look at and what we actually need to fix, and the problem that's happening here, is that you're constantly probably being busy, posting more content, you're putting more and more effort in, and it's actually a waste of time, when what you really need to do is get clear on what actually will bring the income in, what will make the sales, so then you're not staying stuck and you're not getting overwhelmed when things are not working. So let's talk about how you can shift that, how you can reframe that, how you can think about making a difference. I want to start with what you need to believe. You need to believe actually that you are capable of getting the results, and productivity is actually about implementing income producing activities. So that's what having a productive day, a productive week, a productive month in business is going to look like. You need to believe that you are capable of being productive with that specifically. Because the truth is that strategy beats consistency alone. If you're consistent day to day with the tasks that you think are going to get you the results but are actually not getting the results, then you are staying stuck and staying overwhelmed. And simplicity will scale your business faster. So the truth is you've probably not been told how hard it is going to be when you're constantly in the hamster wheel, spinning your circle, posting more content, churning things out. So the way that you do this, the method that you need to implement, is to actually create a process. So I have decided to create a process that you can work through that makes it simple, makes it easy. And it's called the BOSS method. It's my new signature method. I'm absolutely in love with it. And basically this walks you through the path where you first build the thing that you want to build. You put all of your energy into building the thing that you want to build. This is your branding, your marketing, your messaging, your overall service suite, what it is that your mission is with your business. You build it first with your offers incorporated in that. And then you optimize it, because without the right systems in place that are going to make it sustainable and effective for you to implement, things are just going to be chaotic and will revert back to the busy, messy schedule that you'll have to fix all over again, and you can get so deeply overwhelmed, and we want to avoid that. So we need to first build it and then we optimize it so you're organized, that you're productive, and it's a structure that fits you and your life. And then we sell it, because obviously you want to make money. That's why we bring in those income producing activities alongside the work that we've already done as you've built your offer, you've built your business, and with the optimization that you've put in place. It allows you to be able to take action and sell effectively without burning you out, which is what we do. And then beyond that, the final step that you can do with the BOSS method is be able to scale your business. Once you've got something existing, you can then scale it. You can have a greater impact, but we first must do the first 3 steps: build, optimize, and sell, in order to get there. And so when it comes to this, it's simplified with structure around like planning before action, because planning first and posting second is so important, because you need to know what it is that you're going to be posting, what the purpose is behind that, and thinking about quality rather than quantity, and not so much looking at the frequency, which people always go for first. Looking at the frequency of the content that you put out there when it comes to your marketing is irrelevant if the work that you do doesn't have impact. We also need to be focusing on sales generation tasks first. So thinking about what is actually going to generate an income into your business right now. What's going to sell the service that you currently have. So I would say you have to prioritise your sales generating tasks first. The to-do list is always going to be there, and that will always eat at your productivity if you let it, and then it will eat into your ability to generate sales. So instead, how about we reframe that? And the real shift is going to be when you focus on the things that generate the income first and tackle the to-do list later. It's all about having this system in place rather than hustling. We don't want to get up every day to hustle. I've worked on this process with clients, and it's also something I've put together based on my own journey. So I've got a client who came to me, and basically she was overwhelmed. Like, she wanted to start a second business. Her first one was already successful, but she was delving into the service space and she wasn't really sure where to begin. And so she came to me. And very quickly we came up with a process where she banked her content. So she delivered one informative piece of content that she banked into and had a process with that she could run with week by week that kept it simple. She simplified first. She worked on all the brand and she simplified her marketing second to that. She built it and she optimized it. Then what she did is she then began to sell. She put in a process in place where she had a daily method of operation where she implemented sales activities, and the sales started to come because she'd followed this roadmap that managed to solve actually getting her business visible but also bringing the income in. And very, very quickly she was fully booked with one-to-one clients. She started working on a second stream of income, which was running group sessions on a weekend, and they filled very fast, and it was amazing to see. So every client I work with thinks they actually need more visibility in the beginning, but what actually they need is a sales system, and that's exactly what we put in place with her. Most people start with the content, but when you work with me, it's all about starting with the offer. It's about, okay, what are we actually doing with the skills that you've got, the strengths that you have? Let's start there. And that's why it works, because you're leaning into what works for you, what your natural ability is, especially if you're not great at social media and you're not great at marketing. You came to do what you're good at, and that's what we want to hone in on and apply that into the things that you have to do to get your business out there. So the action, I want you to make this really simple and really clear. I don't want it to overwhelm you, and I want this to be doable immediately. I want you to be able to go out there and do something and take what I've said and action it. So the first thing I advise you to do is audit your week. What actually makes you money? What tasks are you currently doing that makes you money? I want you to audit that first, because you can double down on those in order to get more sales. And I want you to pick 3 income producing activities, and I want you to repeat them. I don't want you to just do them once. I want you to repeat them as often as you possibly can. It's about creating a structure that works and fits for you. And this is just the starting point. This one thing that you can fix is just the starting point. Inside the Boss Academy, we map this out step by step for your business, specific to your business, with personalised support. If your weeks feel busy but not profitable, this is exactly what we fix. So things stop being messy and start being productive and effective. The Boss Academy is where we take this from idea to implementation with strategy, structure and accountability. If this sounds like it's the right thing for you, then get in touch or check out more of my content to learn even more. And I'd love to see you take action and get results from that. I'm Dani Louise Smith. I'm a business consultant, and I help you create income producing activities even when your life is unpredictable, so that you can see